Hi, this is Wendy Martin, and this is the Saga of the Startup. This is my weekly update. A lot has happened actually in the past week. I officially decided to break up with my manufacturer, and this is why. When I chose him to work with on the retractable reels, he was not one of the less expensive people. In fact, he was like the second most expensive person, but he was really good in that he was giving me all sorts of advice on how I could design the reels better so that they could be sewn easily. They easily sewn into the sheets. So I was like, oh, this is great. He's giving me extra advice. Well, it turns out that he's not the one who was giving advice. His, I think, friend who was representing the textile manufacturing place was actually the one giving the advice. But it also wasn't even him. It was somebody who worked in the textile manufacturing facility that was giving the great advice. So I feel bad, but it took like 8 months or so to get those reels done. And I was working with another company, and it was taking to get the capsules done and the capsule closures, it was like within weeks we had it done. And I can't work like this. The person his friend who was representing the textile company, he was just very unresponsive. I would send him a simple email, a simple question, and it would take like days or even weeks to get back. Sometimes I would have to prompt the first guy to talk to his partner or his friend, and quite frankly, I think his friend was probably just a salesperson. He probably was a salesperson for this manufacturing facility, and maybe when he was in town, he was able to get some help, but it was just kind of a nightmare. The other thing is that the gentleman who was helping me with the badge reels, I guess he was an importer-exporter, and he made a lot of these retractable reels. So he had to hire out. He had to send the design work out to another facility, and that like an injection molding facility. And I would ask for some simple change, and it seems like nothing happened like during the week. It was always on Monday morning I would have the change would be done. But I can't wait an entire week before something is changed. It's impossible to work that way. The other thing is that this past week, I signed up for this home sourcing expo. It was like 3 home sourcing type organizations that came together. I guess they're trade shows normally in New York City. They bring the manufacturers, the designers, and the textile manufacturers together, and people can connect with one another. And I talked to a bunch of different manufacturers, and I was thinking that my design was going to be so difficult to create that I wouldn't have much of a choice in manufacturers. But the reality is that everyone I talked to was like, fine, send us a sample, we'll make you a sample. And they send us a sample of your sheet, we'll create a sample, and we'll send it back to you. Basically free of charge. Whereas the people I was working with before, I had to pay them. I didn't really pay the people making the sheet, but I had to pay for, I guess, the retractable reels. In any case, these people were so willing to work with me, and I just realized I have a lot more of a choice than I thought before. So now I am tapping back into the SBDC, the Small Business Development Center of Virginia, trying to get some help with deciding on a manufacturer. So I was talking to my one consultant, and he just does I think he does everything. So he had so much information, but he was telling me that there's one gentleman who handles international trade for the SBDC. He said you can talk to him. He's like, oh, you can call the embassies, and those people, that's their job, is to talk to people like me. the person representing commerce at the various embassies, and he suggested, checking with Vietnam and trying to think of the other ones. There were 2 or 3 other ones that he was suggesting I check into. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I spent the rest of my time, I had a meeting with my social media guy afterwards, after this whole trade show. And he, I was talking to him about the fact that I really just need to go live. So I'm getting my Facebook page up and running, and then I'm going to start. He was showing me how to use this great program to send out some marketing stuff free of charge. And we were talking about SEO and SEMrush, which is that marketing platform, and what it could do for me. So that's where I am. That's my update for the week, and I hope to see you next week. Bye.